Hi, I'm Dan Ross from the Silicon Valley Hypnosis Center. And if you're watching this video, chances are you're looking for ways to reduce stress. And today I want to talk about some different ways that people have that they can use to reduce stress. So there are all sorts of different things that people can use, and by the end of this video I'll give you a whole list of them, and I'll give you some ideas about what you can actually do to implement them and find the things that work best for you. So there are many, many different ways to reduce stress. There's plenty of stuff that's written about that because, you know, here in the Silicon Valley, life moves fast and full, and people are very busy and have high-stress jobs, and of course there's career and kids and all that other stuff that people have to manage alongside that. So there are a lot of common ways that people talk about to reduce stress, like meditation or yoga, and those are great daily practices that can allow you to build a baseline to have a lower level of stress in your life. And there's all sorts of other techniques that people teach to actually use in the moment, which are what I call behavioral techniques, which are things like managing your to-do list better, or communication skills to better communicate with people so that conversations are less stressful, taking a walk or taking a warm bath, going out and getting exercise. There's a lot of different things that people can do to reduce stress. And there are other more cognitive and mental techniques that people can use to reduce stress, and that's often what I most commonly teach people, which is really how to use their mind and their emotions differently so that events on the outside that might have caused them stress in the past don't cause them stress. And those are great ways to reduce stress for the long term, because you're actually changing how you think about the events in your life that have been causing you stress. And what that really comes down to is there's really three different ways that you can change the way that you're thinking about something. And that is something that you see in your mind, something that you hear in your mind, and something you feel in your body. Now, any one of these, behind that there are dozens and dozens of tools and techniques. So I'm just giving you a taste here. And when I work with clients in a private session, we can delve into this in much more detail. So, for example, I had a client who had come to me and was feeling stress and anxiety around going into big and crowded places. And she was doing this, and just from my training I know what that means is that she was making a large picture in her mind of things not working out. She was imagining something really bad happen when she went into a large crowded public place. So just knowing that, that's again working on something she saw in her mind, and that might seem like a dramatic example, like, you know, imagine going into a big box store and, you know, somebody attacks you or something like that. That's what she was doing in her mind. But there's much more subtle things that people do that they're not even conscious of. And the great thing about what I do at the Silicon Valley Hypnosis Center is really find out what people are doing in their unconscious mind and help them do something better. So it could be something as simple as, if you are wanting to have a conversation with somebody, and you could picture it two ways in your mind, right? You could make a picture or a movie of it going extremely well. Let's say it's a difficult conversation, and the person just really hears you, and you guys have a really great connection over it, and the issue just gets resolved. That's one way you could imagine it happening in your mind. Another way is you can imagine happening in your mind, like the person gets really angry and says, "I never want to see you again," right? And so those are several different ways that you can use to deal with, to see things in your mind. Well, and speaking of stress, there's a lot of noise coming by here, and one of the ways is just to deal with it and let it go by. Another lesson is things pass. And when somebody does something and sees something different in their mind, they have a different experience. So in your mind, think about what you may be doing that's causing you stress, especially related to future events, which is what the theme in this video was. So for more information, go to my website, which is siliconvalleyhypnosiscenter.com. I'm Dan Ross, and I will see you on the next video.